My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, if you're struggling to find success, this message is for you. There's one truth in life that nobody can change. Your success is in your hands. It's not in the hands of luck. The only person who has the power to decide your future is you. But the question is, do you believe in yourself? Today we'll talk about it. My name is Muniba Mazari, and I am a motivational speaker. If you're new to my channel, subscribe and start a new journey with me. Imagine sitting in a room, waiting for the perfect moment to start something. You have ideas, you have dreams, but you keep telling yourself, not today. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before you realize it, years have passed. This is the biggest mistake people make. They wait. They wait for the right time, the right opportunity, the right mood, the right motivation. But let me tell you something, there's no perfect time. The only time you have is now. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take action. How many times have you thought about doing something, but then talked yourself out of it? Maybe you wanted to start a business, learn a new skill, get fit, or improve your life in some way. But instead of taking that first step, you hesitated. Maybe you told yourself, I'm not ready, or what if I fail? But what if you never start? Isn't that the biggest failure of all? The most successful people in the world didn't wait for perfect conditions. They started when they were scared. They started when they had doubts. They started when they didn't feel ready. Because they knew that the secret to success is starting before you feel ready. Think about a child learning to walk. Does the child wait until they're sure they won't fall? They take a step, they fall. In dimes that, they get up again, and they try. Eventually they start walking. Now imagine if that child thought, I might fall, so I won't even try. Would they ever learn to walk? Of course not. But this is exactly what many people do in life. They wait because they don't want to fall. But falling is part of the process. If you want to achieve something, you have to stop making excuses. Stop waiting for motivation, because motivation isn't always there. There will be days when you don't feel like working. There will be days when you're tired, discouraged, or unmotivated. But you must keep going. You must develop the habit of action. A person who succeeds isn't necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. A successful person is someone who takes action consistently even when they're scared, even when they're unsure, even when things aren't perfect. Because they know that taking small steps every day leads to big results. Look around you. Every invention, every business, every great achievement started because someone took action. The car you drive, the phone you use, the clothes you wear, everything exists because someone didn't wait. They got up and did something. You have the same power. But you must stop waiting. You must stop overthinking. You must stop making excuses. Start now. Start where you are with what you have. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It doesn't matter if you don't feel ready. What matters is that you take the first step. Because once you take that first step, the second step becomes easier. And the third step becomes even easier. It's about small, consistent actions every day. And those small actions over time will take you to places you never imagined. So stop waiting. Stop telling yourself someday. Because someday isn't a day on the calendar. All you have is now. And now is the time to start building your dreams. Now is the time to take control of your life. Now is the time to stop waiting and start doing. The question is, will you take the first step today? How many times have you heard people say, I wish I had more time? People complain about not having enough time to chase their dreams, build their careers, or spend with their families. But let's be honest, time isn't the problem. Time is always there. The real problem is how we use it. Think about it. Everyone in this world gets the same 24 hours in a day. The most successful people, the richest business owners, the best athletes, they all have the same hours as you. But the difference is in how they use their time. While some people waste hours scrolling through social media, watching meaningless content, or gossiping about others, successful people invest their time in learning, growing, and working on their goals. If you want success, you have to respect time. You have to use your time wisely. Imagine someone gives you a bank account where you receive 6,400 rupees every single day. The only rule is you must use all of it before midnight, or the money disappears. Would you waste it? No. Would you waste it? Use every rupee wisely. But do you know that life gives you something even more valuable than money? Life gives you 6,400 seconds every day. And just like money in the bank, if you don't use those seconds wisely, they're gone forever. People often say, I'll do it later. But what if later never comes? What if you keep waiting and suddenly realize years have passed and you're still in the same place? Life doesn't wait. Time doesn't stop for anyone. If you keep postponing your dreams, your goals, or the things that truly matter to you, you will look back with regret. You need to stop treating time like it's unlimited because it's not. The reality is you're not here forever. You don't have 1,000 years to live. One day, your time will run out, and you don't know when that day will be. That's why you have to start valuing every single moment today. Look at your daily routine. How much time are you spending on things that bring no value to your life? How much time do you waste complaining, making excuses, or waiting for the right moment? The truth is, there is no right moment. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Some people say, I don't have time to work on my goals. But do they really not have time? Or are they just not managing it well? If you wake up early, stay disciplined, and set clear priorities, you'll find that you have more than enough time to chase your dreams. But if you fill your day with distractions, procrastination, and meaningless activities, then of course you'll feel like there's no time. Think of time as a mirror. It reflects what you do with it. If you invest your time in learning, improving, and working towards your goals, success will reflect in your life. But if you waste your time on things that don't matter, your life will reflect that too. So stop waiting. Stop wasting your precious seconds. Your time is your life. And if you don't control your time, life will control you. The people who truly succeed in life are the ones who understand this. They take control of their time instead of letting time control them. Can calm control every second, every minute, every hour. Use it wisely. Because at the end of the day, you cannot go back and change the past. But you can decide right now how you want to shape your future. And that decision starts with how you use your time today. Success isn't something that happens overnight. It's not something that's handed to you on a silver platter. Success is built step by step, through consistent effort, through daily progress, through small but meaningful actions. Many people dream of success, but very few are willing to put in the work every single day. They want the reward, but they're not ready to go through the process. Think about a tree. When you plant a seed, you don't see results immediately. You water it, nurture it, and give it sunlight. Day by day, the seed begins to grow. It takes time. But with patience and care, it turns into a strong tree. The same applies to success. If you put in the effort every day, no matter how small, you're planting the seeds of your future. But if you stop watering your dreams, they will never grow. Many people give up because they don't see instant results. They start working on something, but when they don't see success quickly, they lose hope. But real success is never instant. If you want to achieve something great, you have to keep going, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Every successful person you see today once started with nothing. They struggled, they failed, but they kept moving forward every single day. Some people waste time waiting for the perfect moment to start working on their goals. They say, I'll start when I have more time, or I'll begin when I feel ready. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. If you keep waiting for the right conditions, you'll keep waiting forever. Instead of focusing on how far you have to go, focus on taking the next step, just one step every day. If you improve by just 1% every day, imagine how much progress you'll make in a year. Small efforts, when done consistently, bring massive results. It doesn't matter how slow you're moving, as long as you're moving in the right direction. The difference between people who succeed and people who fail is simple. Those who succeed never stop trying. They keep learning. They keep growing. And they keep moving forward. They understand that success isn't about luck. It's about discipline and persistence. Look at your own life. Are you making progress every day? Or are you stuck in the same place, waiting for things to change on their own? Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work for it. You have to show up every single day, even on the days you don't feel like it. Yes, there will be days when you feel tired. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. There will be times when you feel like giving up. But remember, the people who succeed aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who never quit. Your future depends on what you do today. Every action you take, every choice you make, every small effort you put in it, all adds up. You may not see the results immediately, but if you stay consistent, success will come. Take a step. You take a step. Make a plan. Do one thing that moves you closer to your goal, and then do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Because success isn't about doing something once. It's about doing it every single day until it becomes a part of who you are. Many people have dreams. They think about success. They imagine a better life. They wish for great things. But dreaming alone isn't enough. Action is what turns dreams into reality. Without action, a dream is just an empty thought, a wish that never comes true. You can spend years hoping for success, but if you don't take action, you'll remain in the same place. Think about a person who wants to build a house. They have a beautiful design in their mind. They know exactly how they want it to look. But if they never pick up a brick, if they never start working, will that house ever be built? Of course not. The same applies to life. No matter how big your dreams are, if you don't take action, nothing will change. Many people say, I want to be successful, but their actions don't match their words. They want a better life, but they waste their time on distractions. They talk about their goals, but they never take the first step. But they actually do. It's about what you actually do. Some people don't take action because they're afraid. They fear failure. They fear making mistakes. They fear what others will say. But the truth is, failure is part of success. No one succeeds without failing first. Every great person you admire has failed many times before reaching success, but they kept going. They learned from their mistakes. They took action again and again until they achieved their goals. Imagine two people who both want to learn swimming. One person reads books about swimming, watches videos and studies techniques. The other person jumps into the water and starts practicing. Who do you think will learn faster? The one who takes action. Because knowledge without action is useless. You don't learn by just thinking. You learn by doing. Time is passing every day. Whether you take action or not, time will keep moving. 1 year from now, you'll either be closer to your goals or still stuck in the same place. The difference depends on what you do today. Some people wait for motivation before they start. They say, I'll start when I feel ready. But motivation doesn't come first. Action comes first, and motivation follows. When you start taking small steps, you begin to see progress. That progress gives you motivation to keep going. When you start taking small steps to give you motivation to keep going. They don't wait to feel inspired before they start running. They train every day, no matter how they feel, because they know that action creates results. Success works the same way. You don't wait to feel inspired. You start taking action. Every big success starts with small steps. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. If you want to change your life, start today. Take the first step. Keep moving forward. No one will come and push you every day. You have to push yourself. You have to take control of your own life. If you keep taking action, no matter how small, you will see changes. Success isn't about luck. It's about effort. And the most important choice is to take action. Because nothing changes until you do. Many people have great potential, but they never use it. They spend their lives waiting for the right opportunity, the right moment, or the right person to help them. But the truth is, if you want success, you have to believe in yourself first. You have to be your own supporter, your own motivator, and your own biggest believer. Think about a small child who's learning to walk. The child doesn't know if they'll fall or succeed, but they try. They take a step. They fall. And then they try again. They don't stop because they failed once. They keep going. And one day they learn to walk. This is the same way success works. You have to keep going no matter how many times you fall. Many people don't believe in themselves because they compare their journey with others. They look at successful people and think, and they kept going, even when no one believed in them. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect others to believe in you? If you doubt yourself, how will you have the confidence to take risks, to try new things, or to step outside your comfort zone? Believing in yourself is the first step towards success. It's what gives you the courage to take action, to keep moving forward even when things get tough. Imagine two people who want to start a business. One person says, I'm not sure if I can do this. Maybe I'll fail. The other person says, I'll figure it out. I may fail, but I'll learn and improve. Who do you think has a better chance of success? The person who believes in themselves. Not because they're more talented, but because they have the right mindset. Life will always have challenges. There will be times when things don't go as planned. You'll face criticism, rejections, and failures. But if you believe in yourself, you won't let these things stop you. You'll use them as lessons. You'll keep pushing forward, knowing that every failure is a step closer to success. Some people think confidence comes from success, but the truth is, success comes from confidence. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to take action. And when you take action, you create opportunities. You make progress. You build skills. And that progress gives you more confidence. Think about a person who wants to become a singer. If they don't believe in themselves, they'll never perform in front of others. They'll always think they're not good enough. But if they believe in themselves, they'll practice. They'll improve. And they'll get better with time. Don't wait for the perfect time to start. The perfect time is now. Tell yourself every day, I am capable. I am strong. I am going to make my dreams come true. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you'll never fail. It means you trust yourself enough to keep going no matter what happens. It means you know that every struggle, every mistake, and every challenge is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. You're not here to live in doubt. You're not here to live in fear. You're here to grow, to learn, and to succeed. And the first step to success is to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? Most people have dreams. They want success, happiness, and a good life. But the problem is they keep waiting. They wait for the right time, the right opportunity, the right people to support them. They wait for everything to be perfect before they take action. And in this waiting, days turn into months, months turn into years, and one day they realize they've wasted so much time. But the truth is, the perfect time will never come. There will always be challenges. There will always be problems. And there will always be reasons to delay. But the people who succeed in life aren't the ones who wait. They're the ones who start no matter what. Think about a person who wants to get fit. They keep saying, I'll start from Monday. Monday comes. And they say, maybe next week. Weeks turn into months. And their health doesn't improve. On the other hand, another person decides, I'll start today. Even if I can only do a little, I'll do something. That person over time becomes healthier and stronger. The difference isn't in their ability. It's in their decision to start. Success isn't about waiting for things to be perfect. It's about starting with what you have, even if you're not fully prepared, even if you have doubts. Just start. Just started with nothing. They had no experience, no resources, and no guarantees, but they took action. I bayav. Even if you're not fully prepared. Short starting. They learned from their mistakes, and they improved along the way. Imagine someone who wants to start a business. They spend years thinking, planning, and waiting for the right time. But another person, with less knowledge and fewer resources, starts immediately. They improve. And in a few years, they've built something successful, while the first person is still waiting. The biggest difference between success and failure is action. Fear of failure stops many people. They think, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? But let me tell you something. Failure is a part of success. Nobody succeeds without failing first. Every mistake is a lesson. Every failure is a step forward. If you avoid failure, you avoid growth. Think about a child learning to ride a bicycle. They fall many times, but do they give up? No, they get back up, try again, and soon they're riding confidently. Success works the same way. You will struggle, but that's how you grow. People often say, I'm not ready. But let me ask you, when will you be ready? Life doesn't wait, time doesn't stop. Every second you wait is a second lost. The people who make their dreams come true aren't the ones who wait. They're the ones who take the first step, no matter how small. Your dreams won't come to you. You have to go to them. Opportunities won't knock on your door. You have to create them. The people who succeed aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're simply the ones who take action while others are still thinking. So whatever it is that you want to do, start today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Use what you have. Do what you can. You have everything you need inside you. You have the power, the ability, and the strength to create the life you want. But it all starts with action. So stop waiting, stop doubting, stop making excuses. Start now and watch how your life changes. Thank you for listening, my dear friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe.